special prayers. If you know them, you should do them. Shaykh Efendi would not tell us too much. He says, if you know, you can find out easy, you can do. But he likes it very much if we do. He's very happy if we do. But he's not telling us what it is. Because if we don't do, after he told us, instead of getting blessings, we're going to get the opposite. And anyway, if you do without someone telling you, you get more blessings that time. So these kinds of amal, this kind of ibadat is very easy to find. Inshallah, if you can find it, do it as much as you can to do it. These kinds of things, not too important to consult, to ask. These days especially, you just go, you type it in Google, you can find. Practices for holy month of Rajab. Easy. Everyone saying something. Take what you can. There are other things that needs questions. There are other things that needs answers. There are other things that needs consultation. There are other things that we need to see what Shaykh Efendi sends for us for this Friday, for this week, for this month, inshallah. This is the month of forgiveness. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, all the mistakes that you do in the past year, you see, Allah is Karim. Allah finds ways. Allah always shows us ways, never-ending ways, to show that He's generous, to show that He's merciful. He never closes the door. And the holy days and holy months, always opportunity for us to run to the mercy of Allah, for us to run to get blessings from Him. We are not like the earlier nations. Understand that. The earlier nations, especially the nation of the Bani Israel, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was very strict with them. It used to be when any mistake that you do in that time with that nation, sin that you do, you wake up and that sin is going to be written on their forehead so that everybody sees. And if you do something, you have to pay back to even the score, not to get blessings, just to be forgiven. There's so much that you need to do. Because the Shariat of Allah for that nation, it is different. The Shariat of Allah for the nation of Muhammad ﷺ, which is the nation of the Nabi Rahmat, it is completely different. We are a nation of blessings. We are a nation of mercy. Mercy is lifted in these days from this nation and from this world. That's why you don't see mercy anymore happening in this world and in this nation. But we are the nation that gives witness to the earlier nations. Allah set the record straight in the Holy Quran with His Prophet and with the awliya Allah, so that we know what is haq and what is batil. We can be witness to haq. The prophets of the earlier nations, they will ask us to witness, to be witnesses for them. Understand? Allah is going to ask Isa alayhi salam, you are claiming that you are Allah and you are son of Allah. Isa alayhi salam says, Astaghfirullah, Hasha ya Rabbi, you know. I never claimed such a thing. And Allah is going to say, but your nation is claiming that. For thousands of years, your nation is claiming that you are Allah, you are the son of Allah, you are all these things. So who are your witnesses that you say that you are not this? Isa alayhi salam, one of the biggest prophets of Allah, Ruhullah, the one who is going to return in the Akhir Zaman, the one who is so close to our nation and to the Prophet ﷺ, saying, my witnesses to exonerate me, to make me to be innocent, is the nation of Muhammad ﷺ. We are the nation of mercy. But that mercy stopped after we reject and we betray the one representing the Prophet of mercy, which is our Khalifah. From that time until now, mercy is not reaching to the ummah or to this world. From that time until now, more tyranny and more darkness and more sorrow is coming to this world and is never going to be ending until Sahibul Zaman appears. And he's not going to appear with mercy. He's not going to come bearing a rose. First, he's going to come like our Sahibul Saif, the master of the sword, with the sword, with his sword. He's coming with justice, and he's coming with the revenge of Allah. Later, he may come with roses. For those who are looking for roses, we are not looking for roses or flowers. We're looking to serve. If the work is done, as is our Shaykh Efendi's sunnah to say, Ya Rabbi, take my life. Our work is done. That time, world is going to be a paradise, yes. But our work is done. We're not here on this world to experience a paradise. And we're saying, Ya Rabbi, make us to be together with our Shaykh. So this is the nation of mercy. And mercy comes to those who forgive. But we don't see forgiveness. We see nothing but oppression and tyranny, zulm, zalim people. Everywhere in this world, especially in the Muslim nations, there is zulm, and there is bloodshed, and there is tyranny everywhere. We cannot pull ourselves out from that. We are part of this ummah. Are we hurting? Are we thinking? Are we praying? Are we getting worried? Are we getting up in the middle of the night to say, Ya Rabbi, please help them? Or are we busy with sighting of the moon? Are we busy with zikr? Is it bid'at or not? And in these days, clapping during zikr, is it bid'at or not? Nonsense, empty, garbage talks that is showing that you are not loved by Allah because you are busy with things that don't concern you. What concerns us is our brothers and sisters everywhere in the world. They are under oppression and we cannot do anything about it. We're asking Allah for forgiveness because definitely this nation is being punished. Those who are saying, oh, Mahdi alayhi salam is here, golden age is here, they are completely blind and lost. Those who are saying we're living in the golden age of mercy, they must be coming from Dajjal, nothing else. Because Dajjal is going to show the time of mercy as a time of oppression, and the time of oppression as a time of mercy. Black is white and white is black. Everything's turned upside down. So, we have come to this point now. We have come to this point where mercy is lifted from this world and this nation. As a believer in this holy month, if we are not sitting down to think how individually, as community, as nations, as the whole ummah, we have wronged Allah and ourselves, if we are not thinking and being busy with that, this month, instead of being a mercy, we are planting the seeds of what? Curse. This is a month where you're planting. Whatever you plant, you're going to get. You're going to plant ghaflat in this month, you're going to gain ghaflat fruits. Definitely. You're planting arrogance and stubbornness in this month. You're going to get arrogance and stubbornness in the month of Ramadan, and your whole year is going to be that. Tight. This nation is being punished. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying the believer is one body. If your finger feels pain, your whole body must feel it. This ummah, we're no longer a whole body because we've lost the head. And we've cut ourselves up. Don't blame the kafirs. Blame ourselves because we did it to ourselves. That's why we're not feeling. We're not thinking. Our hearts are not moving in these holy days and holy nights to understand and to ask Allah for forgiveness for all the mistakes that we've done individually, as a families, as communities, and as nations, and as the world. Even the mushriks in the old days, they stopped fighting in this month, isn't it? Isn't it? You don't know your history? They stopped fighting in the holy months. Now tell me we're not living in the time of second Jahiliyyah, worse than first Jahiliyyah. Because wars in Muslim countries, they're not only continuing, they're getting worse and worse. This problem is not going to be fixed until Sahib Zaman appears. To fix it, not with flowers, with the sword. Now, we are here and we are preparing ourselves. We have no right now or whenever to pull out anything. No sword, no gun, no knife, nothing. It is forbidden for us even to go out and to argue and to fight with people. That is not our way. We sit, we be busy with ourselves. We wake those up who wants to understand where this world is heading to, how this ummah is heading, and is making a deviation from the Siratul Mustaqim. And we're waking people up, inshallah. Shaykh Efendi is making us to do it. In this month of Rajab, this most astonishing month, this most ajaib month, we're praying that may tyranny be stopped and be ended, and may they be completely disappeared from this ummah in this month. And we're praying for the appearance of Mahdi alayhi salam in this month, and the appearance of a Shaykh Efendi in this month. We must make that prayer not only every month, not every week, every day. Every day to pray. And the saints of Allah, night time, they're praying, Ya Rabbi, may Mahdi alayhi salam appear in the Fajr time. Every night. And Fajr time is not appearing and say, Ya Rabbi, may he appear tonight. Continuously. To keep this feeling alive inside of us. And to take the opportunity of this month to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness in this month. For all our wrongdoings. And for all the wrongdoings of this nation. And like the Hadith Sharif is saying, if we are really sincere, and this is the month of Allah, one of the practices of Shaykh Efendi, to say La ilaha illallah a lot, and to recite Ikhlas Sharif as much as you can, to get more ikhlas. And ikhlas, it is one of the treasures, of the hidden treasures of Allah. Allah is the owner of all treasures, but He has hidden treasures that He does not show. And ikhlas, it is one of the hidden treasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives only to those that He loves. Not to everyone. Everyone may claim they love Allah, but He gives it only to those that He loves. And in this month, if more ikhlas that we have, more sincerity, more we are running, we do something bad, we must run to do something good. More we are running to fix, ourselves individually, as families, as communities, then that's the time when whatever mistakes, whatever sins that we have, even they are as much as the foam on the ocean, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, in this month, if you have ikhlas, you're asking for my forgiveness, I will take all these sins and I will change them into sawab, into blessings, as if you have done good things, and I will reward you for that. May our worship be accepted, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha.